Welcome back to another video, you guys. Gonna do a business update, talk through last week, and then we'll show you the dashboard and round out some learnings and questions for you. So, yeah, I'm just gonna run through. Sometimes people ask how many swaps and repairs and people and collections, and so I'm gonna look through my calendar and provide that information for you. This last week, my family and I were up at Snowbird up in the mountains here in Utah. We have a timeshare once a year. Um, so the updates have been a little less frequent because of that. So one thing I did to help with the installs and swaps and whatnot was I had my nephew and my brother help with those things, which was awesome. Best money I ever spent because it just enabled me to stay up there, spend quality time with my family. But yeah, we got there, let's see, Saturday evening, and right away we had customers reaching out with issues with their machines. And so that was a little bit stressful, and it was a little unknown whether or not I'd be able to actually stay up there or if I needed to go down into the valley to help with things. So I'll just kind of go day by day and talk through those things. On Monday, one of these customers that was having issues, their washer was working, but then they called or texted, I can't remember which, just frantic that their washer had stopped working. And so I talked to him and said, well, what exactly is going on? And he's like, it's just not turning on at all. I'm like, oh, it's probably a GFI plug. And so I told her to check, but she was headed out for work. And so she said, I'll check when I get back. Haven't heard from her, and it's literally been a week. And so I think they got it figured out, and the washer was fine. Next up was a fridge. I don't know if I talked about this in a previous video, but we're going to be done renting out fridges. We only have one fridge left. From a great customer, super nice, pretty decent paying on time. But once that other customer wraps up, we'll be done with fridges because they're just too big to manhandle, even with enough room and space. And plus, of the 400 plus machines we just have two fridges now down to one. And so if the fridge had any issues, we'd have to bring in another one and swap over all their food, and maybe their food would spoil, which would potentially cost us money. And so, yeah, we're just going to be done with fridges. And so this customer reached out saying, hey, the fridge portion of the fridge unit, the freezer was fine, but the fridge portion wasn't staying cool. Did end up getting that picked up, and it was a bad fan. And so I'm actually supposed to try and go pick that up today, the fridge. And I should put that on my calendar to go do that. Pick up fridge. And so, yeah, we got that fridge picked up. They broke some glass as they were cleaning it. So I discounted their month of rent for not renting to them fridges anymore, but then held back a little bit for the broken glass. So there was that. And then on Tuesday, had a customer churn. They're moving out. And again, another great customer. No issues with our machines, just moving on. And my brother and his son dropped off that fridge. Then we had on Wednesday a customer with a new washer complaining that it wasn't filling up all the way when you do the deep water wash option. I've come to find out is working just fine. But on those new high efficiency machines, like Conservator brand specifically, even when you do the deep water wash, it's only filling up about halfway to 2/3. It doesn't fill up all the way like the analog machines. Those analog direct drive machines, if you do the extra large wash, it'll fill up 40-gallon drum 3 times if you do the wash, rinse, and then an extra rinse. Whereas these high efficiency machines aren't that much water. And so I called and left her a voicemail after we swapped it out, and had done some research, confirmed with my client's guy that I work with a bunch, uh, that that is the case. So learning moment for me, and maybe it'll help guide customers on what kind of machines they pick up. Wednesday, we also did a takemyappliance.com pickup. Highly recommend that service. Kyler, the original gangsta with the washer dryer rental business, that's his site, and does a good job of sourcing cheap free machines. So if you aren't already signed up for that, I would highly recommend signing up for that, so you can start getting machines for cheap there. Then Thursday, we didn't have any issues, thankfully. But Friday was a busy day. So my brother dropped off a front load set at my house that I'm going to go install today. And then he picked up a new set to re-deliver to a customer that moved. And so we kind of kept that revenue. And they picked up a new washer. Paired that with another dryer that we'll install sometime in the future. And then they went down and installed a used top load washer and dryer. Previously, I'd collected payment from a customer, but they hadn't arranged payment of their security deposit and rent with the apartment complex. So I had to come back, and anyways, we didn't get to it till almost 2 weeks later, it looks like. So anyways, they got that done. And then Friday morning, I called to confirm our new top load set delivery and haul away, but they canceled. It didn't need us to haul away their old machines. And so that didn't happen. And then let's see. Yeah. Then my brother and his son picked up a bunch of machines that were getting repaired at Airco down in Salt Lake. And then they ran up as quick as they could to try and do a washer swap. The lady had already left for work, and then did complete a dryer swap. The dryer had stopped heating, or isn't heating as great. And their feedback that after working this whole week was give more travel time, and then also make note of, like, if you can, where machines are and exactly what is getting installed. So yeah, and we typically do that, but it was just a good reminder. So then Snowbird, I got back on Saturday, and I went and did a dryer swap, dropped that off to get repaired, and then had a customer sign a contract. And then after I did that, I went and picked up a bunch of machines, like 5 or 6 machines that had been finished getting repaired. I pretty much spent the whole morning and afternoon cleaning up, painting, arranging, pairing machines together. And now the garage is nice and full with a bunch of machines ready to go. And then early afternoon, got a customer request that landed for a dryer install. And so I went and did that Saturday evening, which was great. We'll answer the prayers. Said a little prayer to Heavenly Father and said, hey, we could use some help and get some more customers. And yeah, within an hour or two, have that customer land, which was nice. So yeah, there's that. And then let's see what else we got going on. I'm going to go drop that dryer that I picked up from that Saturday evening install. I'm going to go drop that off to get repaired and have a swap and install. And then I'm going to try and pick up that bridge, and I'm going to call a customer at 5 o'clock to get their payment information. And then I paid some of our workers from last week. And so, yeah, that's that. Next up, we're going to do a dashboard review. This will be the first time we do this. So I'm going to prep and do that real quick. Chrome tab, do this one, share. Just bear with me as this loads up. Okay, so wanted to show you guys this. Zoom in so you can see what we're looking at. Sorry, this computer is a little slower. Okay. So we're going to just review the week ending of 6/27. Hopefully you can see my screen. I think you are. There you go. Okay. Zoom in just a scotch. There we go. Okay. So week ending on Saturday, the 27th, we had a total of 237 customers. We had one new customer, no new rent to own customers. So 0% of the new customers were rent to own. We didn't do any non-payment pickups. We had two customers churn. We didn't have any new limited damage waivers. We did not get any new Google reviews or video testimonials. As of Saturday, we had 442 machines rented out. Scroll down a little bit. We just rented that one dryer, not counting the redeployment of machines as new machines rented. So, yeah. As of Saturday, we had 16 customers in collections, which is 6.7% of our total customers. We were at $16,129.04 in recurring revenue. Total new recurring is just 45 for that one dryer. So far, over the life of the business, we've spent this much, $19,000 on marketing. For all customers, that's $82 per customer. Higher customer acquisition costs at $444 because we just had the one customer. We had 4 different swaps and repairs. We did not drop any new complexes, although I will say Ashley's sister, she's worked in property management and is currently looking for a job. She said she might start dropping door hangers for us, so we'll see if that can happen. And then I also want to have people, I posted on Facebook to have people come and help us do door hangers, and I need to reach out to them this week. Break even remaining until the business is self-sustaining is $5,431.76. So far up to Saturday, we had spent $137,000 in the business. We spent $3,600 just last week. And then we'll scroll over here. Total machine costs $92,000. Average machine cost per machine is $203.86. And then let's go over here to June. So far by month, in the month of June. Sorry, I'm trying to get that. There we go. We're at revenue $16,278. For the month, we're at $1,664.89. Total expenses so far in this month, $14,889. We'll fill these out once July hits. So far for the month, we've had 23 installs with a total machine cost of $381.15. And there you have it. I'm going to hopefully bring this down. Wanted to get to the question portion for you guys on the business. Okay, stop sharing. It should bring us back to my view. Okay. So I had the thought the other day because people were reaching out with questions and comments, and I thought, "Oh, I should post my uh, contract and that spreadsheet that we just looked at. I should post that in YouTube for people to purchase if they want, just to shortcut the amount of work they got to do to recreate it. Honestly, you'd be more than capable and able to use ChatGPT or Gemini or Claude or whatever to create your contracts and spreadsheets. If you want to, I'm gonna I have as my to do is to post all those in the various YouTube videos so that people can make use of that. There's been a couple that purchased those. So if you want to, you can use those products. Yeah, but and I would with the contracts, especially just reiterate you ought to consult your attorney prior to deploying those. But yeah, take a look, see if they will be of use to you. And then I also learned with that one new washer to call a servicer, and you just need to provide them the model, serial number, and the purchase date for new machines that are having issues and they're still inside the warranty window. So yeah, I learned that. And then my questions for you, I talked to Kyler for like 45 minutes a couple weeks ago. And thank you again, Kyler, especially if you're watching this video. And I know I'm obviously a direct competitor to him here in the Salt Lake area, and mentioned that people are reaching out. Maybe I should, do more consulting or create a course. And he pointed out that you could create a course. I don't think you'd be able to charge, but we're able to charge just because he is the OG and has that exposure with Chris Corner episode. But I'm posting to the group here, like do a course on the type of trailer you buy and what kind of machines you look at and where should you do your marketing and what about branding and how do you get started and those kinds of things. So curious if people think doing a course on that would be helpful. So yeah, like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video.